Okay, if there are no more questions, I will suggest like 10-minute breaks now today. So the first small question is, uh, what are the difference between the platforms, between HDVG Plus and HDVG 2U? So it's not limited to one, but please answer what you know already, what you remember. That will just show me if we need to repeat that at the end of today's meeting, or that was easy and you remember it. So what is the difference between HDVG Plus and HDVG 2U from the customer, from the workflow view?
So guys, we're waiting for your answer. Just go to the left corner here on the bottom and just write your answers. We'll go through them once the first or two answer goes back. And don't be afraid, your names are not going to be shown on the board. So I can see already the first question arrived, the answer arrived.
Just 2 person know the answer? That's not too good.
Maybe I'll transmit them so everybody can see the answers, not the names. Okay, so we have one answer that says one part of HDVG2U can be configured as another render engine or as a controller like Maestro, and another answer says less input outputs. It can contain control PC and creation PC in one box. And another answer, I thought, okay, another answer does not connect. It's something else with the meeting. By the way, if people who has question about the lab week, please contact me on private.
Well, okay, so I saw a lot of well, good answers. Most of them focus on the number of channels. There was good one about the network cards, but I don't see any answer about the amount of the possible video inputs and outputs from each machine, which that is changing the whole capabilities of the workflow. Yeah, the first one correct.
Okay, so we have some more answers. We have 2U and sorry, yes, and 2U 4 outputs, and one says that HDVG Plus is up to 8 inputs and 4 outputs.
Yeah, well, that is correct. We just need to remember that if you are ordering of or when you're going to install the HDVG Plus, by default it have just one DVG board. It means that it will have 4 inputs, 4 outputs. Yes, so it will be same as HDVG 2U. If you're expecting to see more than 4 outputs, it doesn't matter if that is a 5, 6, or 8. you need to see on the list or make a clear order for the additional input boards. So by default, HDVG Plus have 4 inputs. If you want to use more than that, you need to have additional board inside. The DVG2U, of course, doesn't have even such possibility to add the hardware. And of course, we need to remember that it's also limited by the license. And all of that is about 1080i resolution. If we are talking about 1080p resolution, at least as the outputs, they are always cut by half. Yes, so if the DVG have 4 outputs normally, and we are going to use 1080p resolution, it will have just 2 available. Yes, the 2 on the bottom, the two last will be disabled at all. So that were all good answer. So the additional about the hardware, just finishing it, the Blend hardware platform. What is inside that board? Inside that box? We know that we have 2 parts. It's a bit a different definition of 2 parts that we had in the DVG2U. So what customer can expect? And the same question, how many inputs and outputs are available there?
So we have the first answers arriving. One of them says that there are 8 IOs internal HDD storage. And I believe there's another one saying that Blend has up to 4 inputs and 4 outputs. It is 2 machines in one. One side is fully working video engine.
So the truth is that, yeah, the Blend have 2 sides. It's not 2 physical different machines. Yes, we have one motherboard, but we have render engine capability, same as the HDVG2U. So it's been 4 inputs, 4 outputs. And then we have additional DVG board, which is used just by video engine. It's using it's not using nothing from the render engine. And that one have also 4 outputs. Yes, so but they are exactly same. It's just the main clean channel or the ASD with additional information. Yeah, so it's less powerful about the graphics, but for the Blend, the graphics usually is just some lower thirds and additional graphics on the top of the clip, so stronger machine is not required usually. One important thing about the Blend, which I didn't told you before, all HDVG basically platforms need to be gen-locked. Yeah, so we need to deliver some reference. We can use the analog B level or 3 level. If we're using mixing signal, it could be also digital gen-lock, so it means we'll gen-lock to the video source. But with the Blend, we need to connect a reference signal if we are talking about the analog B level or 3 level to both DVG boards. They are not connected inside the machine. So if we are preparing the cabling and the requirements from the customer side, Then for the blend, we always need to remember about two reference cables. The one will be the render engine side. The other one will go directly to the video engine side. Yes, so in any other machine, we need the single reference source, if that is single channel, yes, because if we are talking about the specific DVG2U with the dual channel configuration when we have two Linux, it will be the same story, but those are separate machines. So if we look at the picture of the blend right now, you will notice that there are two reference inputs for the render engine and then from the video engine. It has two separate cables. Even if that is one motherboard and one machine, still two of them are needed. More about the reference. HDVG2U, again, yes. If that's our dual channel, separate for each side, but this is nothing surprising. There are two separate machines in one box. With the HDVG Plus, then we have reference input. On this picture is just lagged, but some of the machines have also the output of the reference. It means that we can connect them in the chain, and one reference signal will be enough to whole rack of the machines. Yes, so just connect to the first one, and then they can connect that one to another one.